Hi guys, welcome to the Algebra 2 playlist, and this is lesson 4, multiplying out brackets, and just being aware of the Bodmas rule. So let's get started. Okay, so as usual, just a little starter just from the previous lesson, so please expand this bracket here. So just pause the video and try it yourself, and then I will go over it now with you. So you should know all of this already. So 2y multiplied by y squared is 2y cubed. 2y multiplied by 3 is 6y, and then that's that first bracket done. Then you go on and you multiply out the second bracket. So then 3y squared multiplied by 4y cubed. So you can think about it almost separately and do your 3 multiplied by your 4 first, which is 12. It's a positive 12. Oops, positive 12. And then if you did your y squared multiplied by our y cubed. Now you should know what that is, and you should know the rule that you add your powers here. So it becomes y to the power of 5. Okay, and then again, this whole thing here, 3y squared is multiplying now by your negative 7. So that becomes negative 21y squared. After everything's all multiplied out, you want to simplify if you can, but when I look at each of my terms, I've got something that contains a y cubed, something that contains a y, something that contains a y to the power of 5, and another term that contains y squared. So none of them are like each other, so they cannot be simplified. So that is the simplest form. If you really wanted to, you could write it like in order, starting with the highest power. You don't have to, because that answer is still right. So I could write 12y to the power of 5, add 2y cubed, subtract 21y squared, add 6y, and that's your final answer. Okay, let's move on. Okay, so this is what we're going to be looking at today. Now, I have done this in a separate lesson, and I've done this on purpose. These questions are very, very similar to the Algebra 2 playlist lesson 2. So I could write this question here like the following. I could write the bracket first, the 2 bracket p, add 3, and then add the 4. That is the exact same. They two are the exact same as each other. They're equivalent to each other. But when this 4 is written first, or when there's a term written at the very beginning, like this here, it seems to confuse kids more than when it's written like this at the bottom. That's why I've chosen to do separate lessons on it. When kids see this top one written like this here, they immediately want to start adding this 4 and this 2 together. But remember what Bodmas means. Remember, you need to multiply before you add. And you should know, if you've watched all these algebra playlists, that there is a multiplication sign in between that 2 and that bracket. So you must multiply out that bracket before you add on this 4 at the beginning. So let's start. Okay, so my turn. So I'm going to leave the 4 here, and I'm going to multiply out this bracket. So 2 multiplied by p is 2p, and 2 multiplied by the 3 is a positive 6. So I didn't do anything with that 4. It just remained there. It just slid down to the next line, and then I multiplied the brackets, and now I'm going to simplify. And you know you can simplify only like terms. So the 4 and the 6 are going to add together. So the 2p, and then your 4 add your 6 is add 10. Okay, so the next one, again, this 4 is going to slide down. I'm not doing anything with that 4. I'm going to multiply out this bracket here. 2 multiplied by p is 2p, and 2 multiplied by negative 3 is negative 6. And again, I'm going to simplify. So it becomes 2p subtract 2. Why does it become subtract 2? Because you've got a positive 4 here, and -6. 4 subtract 6 gives you your -2. Next one, again the 4, I'm not doing anything with the 4, so 4 slides down to the next line. Be careful here. That negative is attached to that 2 outside the bracket, so you're really multiplying that whole -2 by your p. So -2 multiplied by p is -2p, and -2 multiplied by -3 is a +6. And that becomes 10 subtract 2p. You can, if you really want to write like the term with the p in it first, you can, but it just starts with a negative, so it would be -2p add 10. Okay, my class, I want you to write the ones I've done in my turn down. I want them to be in your jotters as your examples, and I want you to pause the video now, and I want you to do the ones on the right hand side in your jotter, your turn. I'm not going to go over the answers. We can go over them in class. Okay, moving on. Again, very similar layout. You can see that this one starts though with a 9p, but you're going to start at the exact same. You're not doing anything with that 9p, so it slides into the next line, and you're multiplying out your bracket. So 2 multiplied by p is 2p, and 2 multiplied by 6 is 12. Okay, the difference here is it's you've got 2 terms with p in it, so that's the ones that we're going to add together. So 9p add 2p is 11p, and then add on your 12 at the end. Okay, again your 9p slides down, you're not doing anything with that. 2 multiplied by p, 2p, 2 multiplied by -6, -12, and then just tidy up, so 11p subtract 12. And the next one, 9p, -2 multiplied by p is -2p, and -2, be careful here, -2 multiplied by -6 is a +12. So this becomes 7p add 12. Again, my class, write them down as your examples. Pause the video now. Please do your turn on the right hand side for me now as part of your homework. Let's move on. Okay. Now, my turn on the left hand side. So I've got a 7 here, and then I've got a subtract sign or a negative really outside this full bracket here. There really is a 1 here, we don't write it, but you could really think about this as a -1 outside the bracket. So if you think about a 1 being there, you're really multiplying through by your -1. Okay, so it's the same as before, the 7, not doing anything with the 7, so that slides down. And then you're multiplying through by your -1. So -1 multiplied by 4x is a -4x, and -1 multiplied by another -1 is a +1, and then just tidy that up. So it becomes 8 subtract 4x. Write that down as your example. You know the score now, your turn. That is part of your homework. Pause the video now. Okay, again, you know the score by now. Is your exit question. Again, part of your homework. You can send me a message in the comments with your answer, and good luck. Thanks for watching. Bye guys. Bye now.